Okay, welcome to the 9 most fun golf holes in Southern California. At least the ones I've played. Mark P. Otten from Cal State Northridge, back with you. If someone were new to golf, let's say, and I was trying to demonstrate how cool and fun it is, I would show them these 9 holes if I were traveling to 9 different golf courses and able to do that quickly. Maybe in some sort of spaceship. I don't know. But anyway, these are the 9. Okay, so let's talk about the science of fun. There's a lot of research on this, trying to encourage athletes to have fun, both for performance and for wellness and well-being. And the enjoyment motive is what we're talking about here in this research study. Connected to self-determination theory and intrinsic motivation. So self-determination theory has to do with, well, I have a choice for what I want to do today, or I have a choice for how I want to spend my life, or things like that. And if you have that choice, then that makes it more likely that you are going to enjoy something. And the intrinsic part is that, let's say for a sport, you're enjoying it for what it is, as opposed to like, oh, I'm just playing golf to like win money or, like be famous, or because my parents want me to play. Those are extrinsic forms of motivation. So if you're choosing something on your own, you're feeling autonomous, and you are doing it because you enjoy it, as opposed to, let's say, some other reason, external reason, then that's going to promote greater persistence for both kids and adults. Persistence meaning you're just going to play for longer, you're going to play more. And then there's another literature on enjoyment for the purpose of playing well. And so all of this to say is that fun is important and sometimes underemphasized when we talk about performance enhancement or sports psychologists helping athletes. Because a lot of the time the focus is more on excellence and achievement. So there's a science to it. And in terms of like what makes a golf course fun, everybody's going to be a little bit different. You need to be autonomous when you are choosing a golf course to play, or choosing the type of golf that you want to play. So like this list, it's my list. It's not necessarily your list. But the criteria, first of all, for Southern California, I excluded the Coachella Valley because that's the Palm Springs area. Tons of golf courses there. I have not played very many of them. And then I just decided to choose only 1 hole per course for this video, just like I did for my recently published 9 most scary holes in Southern California. So this includes Santa Barbara, Ventura County, Inland Empire, LA, Orange County, and San Diego. As many courses as I have played anyway. And then what I look for is uniqueness. Like, is this hole unlike any other that I've ever played? Is this hole something different in terms of like, can I put it on the hill and have it roll down? Or is there a dog leg? Or are there elevation changes? Things that present opportunities for creativity for the golfer looking to have fun. So something a little bit out of the ordinary. And then aesthetics, and that could encompass like scenery, or just the location where you are, the people around, and the quality of the golf course. I tend to favor surrounding scenery more than I favor the quality of the actual grass and so on of the golf course. So, for example, I played this course called Goose Creek, and the quality of the course was fantastic. They take great care of it, and it's a sort of a medium level cost in terms of a golf course. Gets great reviews. But I didn't include it on my list because I didn't particularly appreciate the surroundings of that course, like the surrounding scenery. Whereas some others here maybe on this list are a little more scenic. Maybe the condition of the grass is not quite at Goose Creek level. That's my bias. So if you're looking at some of these categories of like course conditions, surroundings, different criteria. These are mine. So take it or leave it. But these are the ones that I thought might inspire others to come out and enjoy golf. And yeah, so let's get into it. Let's see what it looks like. The first one is a public course, affordable San Dimas Canyon golf course. This is what? San Dimas Canyon is on the list? Well, this par 5, hole 9, I thought was super cool because it's a dog leg left. They block you from, there's these poles here. By the way, I'm using Google Earth 3D again to show you these holes. There are these like telephone poles and a fence blocking you because you don't want to, they don't want to have you cut off the dog leg there and hit the ball into the neighborhood. So you have to kind of play around that. But then there's these trees in the middle of the fairway, in front of the green. And then the green is like a 3-tiered green with all this variety even within the green. I just thought San Dimas Canyon deserves some credit there. Number 8 is Tierra Rejada in Moore Park. This, I mean, just looking at the map there, it's just amazing how they built Tierra Rejada in and around these hillsides. I think the course design at Tierra Rejada is fantastic and blows my mind a little bit. And hole number 4 is another par 5, and it's this dogleg right, and there's this hill that presents itself in between you and the hole. You can't even see the green until you get up to about 100, maybe 150 yards out. So you have all these strategy options. Interesting stuff. Number 7, Lake Arrowhead Country Club. I played this course as part of a Member for a Day event a couple years ago, and it's unlike anything I'd seen in Southern California. It's mountain golf in amongst the trees, very serene, peaceful setting. And the back 9 has a bunch of these holes that are sort of tucked into the forest, including hole 13, which is a short par 4. You have some options. You can go for the green or you can lay up. Just a really cool setting. Great course condition too. Highly recommended if you ever get a chance. Same thing with Saticoy Club. That's another private course in the Camarillo area. This par 5 14th has a huge canyon on the left side that just drops off wildly. And so it really, it's an amazing looking hole. You want to stay right and play the right side of this fairway and green if you can. But that course has a bunch of character and history. Number 5, Coyote Hills, hole 7. This is in Fullerton. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on Google Earth here, but this hole has a huge elevation drop from tee to fairway. And you have a great view from up there. You wouldn't expect that kind of elevation drop in a place like Fullerton, but they built this course into the hill, a little bit like Tierra Rejada is built into the hills. Very creative design, well put together golf course. And you've got to clear another area here between fairway to green, so lots of challenge. Number 4, Torrey Pines North. I chose the north course over the south course, which some of you might object to, but I treated it all as one course, so I could only pick one hole for the whole complex. And I chose the par 3 15th on the north course, a sweeping ocean view from the tee box as you have an elevation drop to the green. I mean, it's a big elevation drop. Super scenic hole. Fantastic golf course. Famous for a reason, Torrey Pines. So what could possibly beat this? I've got a top 3 that beats Torrey Pines? What? Let's check it out. Number 3, Oak Quarry. If you've been here, you know what I'm talking about. Hole 16. It's a par 3. This course gets A+ for course design. I don't know how they built it around this old quarry. And there's this huge rock wall in the middle of the course and framing the 16th hole. It looks like when you step up to the tee box, you've got Yosemite El Capitan behind the green, and I'm not exaggerating. It's just amazing looking, unique, and just super cool. Yeah, this is in the Riverside area, by the way. Monarch Beach coming in at number 2. Monarch Beach is a fantastic Orange County golf course down by the ocean, but there's really only one ocean hole, one hole that actually goes along the beach, and it's hole number 3, par 4. And it just, I mean, like when you turn the corner, it's a dogleg left, and when you turn the corner, you got this gigantic view of the beach. 315-yard hole, you've got some strategy options too. You can go big and go for the green, cut it off to the left side, or not. And I'm going to show you some actual footage of when I played this hole last year. First of all, you can see this hole from the walkway. I think it's called the Salt Creek Trail. And this is what it looks like from there. So I've looked at this hole before. I'd looked at it many times, actually, from the other side, wishing that someday I would play it. And then finally, last year, I had my chance, and I had the presence of mind to film it. So I stepped up with a 2-iron, and I was like, I'm going to try to play it safe and just put it in the fairway. And I ended up hitting it into the bunker. This was like, I felt like, is this the only time I'm ever going to play this hole? And I put it right in the sand. I think I put a little too much pressure on myself that day, and I was trying to film, but I was only filming this hole, so it was a little bit unnatural. It was like a ground ball that I hit out of the bunker, but just barely. And this green is a challenge too. Like I said, you can try to cut it off, go for the green, but once you get there, you're not going to have an easy time, because especially if they put the pin in the back here, watch this chip. It's going to start pretty close to the hole, but then it's going to just roll all the way back down to the bottom. It's like a mean pin placement. But yeah, the view from the fairway on this hole, I feel like is maybe unmatched anywhere in Southern California, just because you've got the ocean there and the beach and the walkway behind. There's also like these really fancy hotels in the area, including the Monarch Beach Resort. And I'm going to miss this bogey putt. It's going to be a double bogey. All right, number 1, what could possibly beat that? Sandpiper Golf Course in Santa Barbara. I just recently was there and filmed I filmed a video of its own for this golf course. I gave it to the 13th hole, par 5, right along the bluffs, the ocean. Oh man. Okay, I'm going to show you this one and show you how I I went for the green with my third shot. All right. Heading into hole 13, fear rating 1, fun rating 1. What's going on here? Well, you see the ocean off to the right. And the bluffs of you actually, like, it comes in a little bit, those bushes there that lead to the ocean, you have to clear that with your tee shot. Although really, to clear that, you only have to hit it about 100 yards, I think. That's not the scariest part of this hole, certainly. And I hit my tee shot here safely over and along the left side. Got a little bit lucky to avoid the rough, the tall grass on the left here, as you'll see. This is a second shot. I've got about 300 yards in, and the bluff, there's another huge separation between the fairway and the green that you're going to have to clear. You got to basically hit it over the Pacific Ocean. It's awesome. It's amazing. It's very much Pebble Beach-like, this hole. I didn't want to make that comparison, but it really is. So I'm not trying to do that with the second shot here. I'm trying to hit a 8-iron about 150 yards and set myself up for a I mean, this is going to be a nervous third shot. I've pulled out my 5-iron. I mean, look at this. This is like, you got to clear this stuff. The green is on the bluff. It's like a finger out into sticking out into the ocean almost. And I don't think I've ever hit this green. I think I played this course 5 or 6 times. But here goes. I'm saying to myself, don't be scared. Just aim for the flag. And I did, and it started out well, but then it faded, and the ocean breeze did not bring it back. And I hit off of land, and then it bounced to the right into the bushes, and maybe eventually the Pacific Ocean. Oh well. So this is my chip. I dropped here because I did hit the land. So I gave myself a drop on the other side of the bluff there. And I chipped up from that drop for par. And then I managed to save bogey. So that was a moral victory, given that I hit the ball off the bluff. Wow, what a hole. All right, that's my list. That's my 9 holes, 9 most fun holes in Southern California. As you can tell, I favored natural scenery a little bit, or the scenery that surrounds these holes and these courses as my primary criteria for what makes a golf course fun. Just to be there, to experience the look of it, the aesthetics. But you might be a little bit different. You probably are a little bit different, and you're going to enjoy it more if you follow. You're going to enjoy the game more if you follow what makes you enjoy golf. So that's my top recommendation in the end. There's other golf courses out there too that, like, I mean, I haven't played all of the courses in Southern California. For example, Pelican Hill, haven't played that one. It's a little bit outside my price range. So Pelican Hill, if you're watching, feel free to give me a discount. I'll come film Psychology of Golf out there. I would accept a discount. That one might make the list. There are a couple of others. But meanwhile, feel free to comment. Feel free to send me some feedback. Tell me I'm wrong. Send me courses or holes that you think are the most fun in Southern California. I'm interested to know.